continue to live with
black
it.
you have left.
Kay says her frustration
This
grew
is all about
after
black
Will
rock.
went
I
big
didn't say more.
gambling.
Let me get your back. Oh yeah, if we're gonna
But
I
didn't
need
give
a
her
little
any
bit
of
more.
So you
Maybe.
She wanted to get some level of financial support.
But
The
it's not,
day
I
of the
mean,
murder, her frustration boiled over,
This is something.
and she began venting to Daquan Allen.
Yeah, this
Will's
22.
coat,
This
yeah.
is like that, this is like that, okay, good.
I came out there,
This is
she
what I-
lied. Willie was not
Alright.
cool at all.
In fact,
This is some old
it
hair,
was
girl.
Kay who was buying from
Old
Daquan.
hair from back in the day.
Daquan was her ex-C dealer.
I mean, if
And
it's
when
never
Kay
used, it's
complained
fine.
that Will wouldn't give her any of his
Yeah,
winnings,
all right, so you have more than enough here.
Daquan got an idea.
I just wanna be safe
His response
than
was, let's rock.
struggling looking for hair.
She said that she
I wanna have
didn't object,
everything.
but they parted on the planning, including recruiting the 3 other men.
But as Kay tried to downplay her role in the crime,
All
Police
right.
remind her of the 14 calls she made to Daquan.
You sure?
Yes,
Because everything you said, it sounds like you're the one who set him up.
I knew where Will was going to be.
She provided Daquan with Will's location just prior to the robbery.
but she says nothing could have prepared her for the news she received after it was all over.
Daquan told her after the incident that the young men had gotten carried away.
Will had died from gunshots to the head.
Although despite her shock, Kay still wanted her share of Will's money.
Shortly after she called Daquan and requested that he meet her,
Daquan meets Kay in Philadelphia, and there he hands her $700 cash.
If she was really so broken up over Will, why was she so gung-ho to get his money?
At the end of her interview, Kay is placed under arrest and charged with second-degree murder.
Whether she intended for Will to die or not, she was still a part of what happened to him. When you plan a crime, there's no guarantee what the outcome will be.
News of Kay's arrest is a relief for Will's loved ones.
when they called and told me, I could not stop shaking, I could not stop crying because I knew she had something to do with it. I was happy because it was like, you set this up, but then you want to try to play this victim role, and you're not a victim.
As the case moves forward, Kay cooperates with investigators.
Prosecutors need her testimony to be able to pin the other suspects involved. And so they strike a deal with her.
She has to testify against the other defendants.
In exchange for her testimony, she pled guilty to third-degree murder.
This took life imprisonment off the table, but her actual sentence, which could still be as steep as 40 years, would not be determined until her testimony was complete.
16-year-old Justin Davis also makes a deal with prosecutors.
He ultimately pled to third-degree murder and conspiracy to commit robbery.
Because he was only 16 at the time of the murder, he will spend time in a juvenile facility until he turns 21.
And then he'll have 5 years probation following that.
On September 11th, 2024, when the trial of Damon, Jerry, and Daquan begins, it's a difficult time for Will's family.
It was very, very hard to have to go through the trial. It felt like it was a game to them, like it was a joke.
In the prosecution's opening statement, they lay out each defendant's role in the crime.
Daquan was actually the brains behind the operation. Jerry was the muscle, and Damon was the actual trigger man.
But they also emphasize that the 3 defendants are equally responsible under the law.
Even if one did not intend to murder with weapons, the risk trumps intention, and their actions led to the death of 35-year-old Will Carter.
To prove their case, prosecutors have strong circumstantial evidence.
In this case, it all came together, pulling phone records and pulling security camera footage and making testimony of Justin.
He was able to be the first person to witness the against everybody in the video.
But their strong
foundation for how and why the crime happened.
When asked why she initially lied to police, she claimed she didn't want to snitch.
She didn't want anyone to get in trouble.
When it's the defense's turn, they question Kay's credibility.
The defense says ABK is only saying that the prosecution is her officer to save her own stuff.
But who will the jury believe?
When the jury returns, they find all 3 defendants guilty.
Daquan and Jerry are convicted of second-degree murder, while Damon is convicted of first-degree murder.
When Daquan and Jerry are sentenced on September 19th, 2024, they both receive stiff penalties.
Daquan L was sentenced to life in a state correctional facility. Jerry Butler also gets life in prison.
When Damon Bradley Jr. is sentenced, his part in the murder earns him 50 to 100 years behind bars.
And the reason why he did not get a life sentence is because at the time of the incident, he was 17 years of age.
1 month later, when Kay's punishment is handed down, it feels like a slap in the face to Will's loved ones.
In exchange for her testimony, Kay is sentenced to 6 to 15 years.
I feel like she should be because without her, he would still be here today.
Together, Will's friends and family still struggle with his loss.
It's just hard for him not to be here with us.
Life will never be the same. My daughter won't be able to experience William Carter, his personality, his laugh, his hugs.
For his son to know that his father lost his life the way that he did, it's playing a major impact on him. I pray for him every day.
But Will's family hopes that some good can come from this senseless crime.
The way he died was a tragedy. He deserves his story to be told so that it doesn't happen to anybody else.
And it's just that as a wake-up call for us to do better as a society.
Seemed to be an average working mother.
She was very underemployed.
But behind her face of facade was a secret sexual desire.
She spent the vast majority of her time online and looking for sex fantasies.
And she found just what she was looking for in an adventurous college student named Michael McGregor.
He's looking for someone with an experience, someone who can show him the ropes.
Together, the couple unleashed their passions and explored their kinkiest fantasies. But their insatiable lust would lead to a dark obsession and end with an unspeakable charm.
And she's hysterical, she's crying.
Bobby only sees with those who never met. And learn what caused this gruesome atrocity. And unravel a twisted tale of sex, bondage, and passion gone horribly wrong.
A real scary picture started unfolding.
Bondage, this, oh gosh, that is just too much. Let me get something. ABC 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh. My problem is that I like crime stuff too much. I need to. No, I watch it sometimes too at home. I overdo it. Oh my gosh. See, look, I'm gonna press on another one, but I hope it ain't as
moved from California to Massachusetts.
like the last one.
Except for one thing. I'll get to that. Right here in Boston, and the salary stretches in ways Los Angeles never allows. Neighbors brought food the first week. In Silver Lake, we lived next to the same people for 4 years, and I couldn't tell you their names. Everyone told us we regret leaving California. Honestly, we've never been happier, except for one thing. And it's so ridiculous. I sat there for a full minute just staring at my phone in disbelief. It's the car insurance rate here. Absurd. In California, I was paying $312 a month for 2 cars. Brutal, but
They were a couple who had it all.
They were a couple who had it all.
They built a successful business.
They were living out their dreams.
Until one day, she didn't come home.
The shopping trip with her best friend has ended.
All right, time to get to business. So we can go enjoy our day.
Very unusual. There was a lot of fear. It was on every news channel. Could Peachtree City have had an actual murder?
The answer is yes.
They found the van here.
So that
The bodies of
recording?
both women are in the back.
And as investigators
So you can just
search for
relax,
clues,
do what you were doing. You were like half asleep or something.
The storage unit was filled with cocaine. She found out about the fear.
Ended up bugging the phone.
Yeah.
she was done. But will the truth ever be revealed?
All right.
There was a gunshot wound to her head.
He got his life.
The way that
Like
they told the
milkshake.
story, it made you wonder,
Okay.
could it have happened another way?
All right.
November 16th, 1995. It's a chilly fall Thursday in Peachtree City, Georgia. A quiet suburban community a half hour southwest of Atlanta.
Peachtree City was and is an affluent community. It has been ranked many times as among the most desirable places to live by Money Magazine.
You're close to Atlanta, but you also live away from some of the chaos that comes along with a big city.
But local resident Ray Little is deeply troubled when he walks into the Peachtree City Police Department early that afternoon.
He's there to report his girlfriend, Halima Jones, missing.
More worrying was the phone call Ray received a little before noon.
He gets a call from Ruby's husband, Lewis.
Hey, Ray, you seen Ruby?
He indicated that he had not heard from Ruby or Halima either. It appears that both women are missing.
I saw this one. I practically watched all of them.
Ruby Joyner was originally from ambitious and fearless. In 1971, Ruby chased her dreams all the way to New York City.
She was determined to do whatever she wanted to do.
She enrolled in an executive training program with IBM.
Not only did the move jumpstart her career, it also led her to the love of her life.
She met Louis Joyner, who was a very successful computer programmer. The two bonded over computers and technology.
But there was more to Lewis than
Bye, everybody. Surprised the ear ain't come back on yet. What's going on? You ain't hot, are you? No. Should pop back on in a minute.
From the first illustration to the final cover, every Folio Society book is crafted with care. A beautiful way to experience the stories you already love. Designed to be held, read, and loved for a lifetime. Made for book lovers, by book lovers. Discover more at foliosociety.com.
Thank you.
My sister was killed on July 5th, 2014. We actually were having a birthday, and we were kind of out at my mom's friend's house for barbecue. And we were going to the store, and that's when everything happened. Like, it all changed. No!
This is where it happened. Right here. Shots came from over there. Soon after the murder of my daughter Genesis, Jameer Moore turned himself in, surrendered himself. Jeffrey Honeybee also surrendered himself.
to close that door. Lot of here. Lot of here, under there. for these colors in here? I'm here, but you know you don't have to go crack it, just use the pocket. You know the pop? Excuse my love handles. Excuse my little love handles hanging out, child. All right. Her hair is cute. Look at that. Look at her here on the TV. Oh, yeah. Ain't that cute? The color?
I love that color. Oh, since last year.
I might get that color. I was either going to do that color. I wore that color a lot when I was pregnant.
Okay.
But I love blonde too. So I'm about to figure out. That is pretty though. Ooh. I might do that color. Go better with,
The colors look cute.
go better with darker roots too. I am not dyeing my hair.
It's all mine. I probably thought you said you could get a rinse.
Yeah, you can rinse it or, I mean, it's not ugly. It's like, the dye is, but the dye isn't chemical.
Yeah.
Beijing is also good.
Okay.
But it's a semi-permanent, it's not a chemical color. Mix it with a piece of this orange and the red, right? That's how you usually wear it?
I used to have a white one in it too, but I couldn't find a white one. This is where I got from when I was out of town. They sell pieces like that.
I think I have a piece of white. But no, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah. Don't want to go too crazy.
Because I look at her and just dance looking like this. Look at that cute. But I know when I was my favorite color in this back in the day was white. I used to always get that white picture.
I remember, yeah. That's my favorite blonde too. It fits me too, all white. Instead of that yellow blonde. I used to like that yellow blonde too, that 144 year. I see a couple of them bringing it back. Feels good?
ain't even done, but it feels good.
Like something else. All right, so look at it right now. Do you want it fuller or that's good?
Oh,
that looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that looks good. I can continue. Like your bangs full or?
Oh, yeah, those things are in a full.
Like it's full, right? Okay.
They tell me that she enjoyed it. David.
And it isn't long before Laura meets someone she really likes. His name is Greg Green.
Ray is one of the people who she's mentioning who worked in the Vegas together. Twitter, she's with
Although she now lives 1,000 miles away from her family in Vancouver, Washington, Laura keeps in regular touch with her sons.
we always go to their cartoons. Smartphones, Facebook.
Oh, well, I haven't paid the church.
In July of 2018, Greg Green gets a job in Billings, Montana.
No phone.
On September 18th, 2018, Laura's sons become concerned if she's stopped communicating with them.
You gotta go to the Cape Verdes and get this here break down properly. I'm surprised I got it down how I did. Coming in here all this here. Oh my God.
Looking like, I don't know, if I thought something looking like Benjamin Franklin somebody.
I did not expect that. I'm like, all right, we're gonna get this, knock this out. Girl, you walking with all that here. I'm like, oh my word.
I remember to stand there blow dry. It's used to do my regular hair. Your finger waves to stand there dry it so long.
I used to finger wave your regular hair. Yeah, real hair takes longer to dry.
The house was white. They weren't making any contact. Officers went to Miss Johnson's work. And advised that her last day of work was on the 13th.
Because I haven't had a perm, I'm gonna say at least 25 years. Or more for the perm in here.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I put it down and smooth out my little edges. I know I need one. So this piece is not split, so the chance go all the way around. I got this song in my head. I don't know how, because I never heard it. Jeez.
Probably something you heard last night, probably.
They were busting firecrackers in the middle of the street last night.
But they've been doing on my street since Tuesday, 5 o'clock.
couldn't even wait for it to get dark. I'm like, damn.
And people pay so much money for the cracker fireworks too. I'm going to get a pop.
My friend said she bought $2,000 worth. I said, go on with your bad self. I remember one year when we were young kids, we were driving from Florida, and it was around that time. And we stopped in North Carolina, I think.
Yep.
We bought mad stuff. Oh my gosh. Mad fireworks, girl. When I say the state troopers pulled us over, I was like 11 or something. State pulled us over, and it's like, yeah, license registration. One of my cousins, my mother let her cousins drive us back to Boston. Them dudes was like 22, 3 or something. Falling asleep while driving, police pull us over. When I say they emptied out, everybody was fine, but when I say they took out every piece of firecracker, wow, we had like a big, like, boom. We spent at least $2,000 in that store too, back then. Yeah, money was fine. Man, and that was our money as kids. She wasn't even there. And, ooh. That boy had the police take all our fireworks. And we was almost in Boston. We was at North Carolina. Damn. Yeah. So ever since that, I never really liked messing with fireworks, because after they took all of that from us,
a bad experience.
Yeah, it just gave me a bad taste. And they almost burnt off my leg when I was like 15. Oh no. So, I'm good on fireworks.
Probably niece, well, we didn't go back there. You put it underneath the tire where the tire be at. You know the spare tire in the car?
Yeah, you gotta have one.
You can do that then.
Shoot, and them dudes wasn't even from the East Coast. They was from down south. Well, East Coast, they was from down south. Right. Up here, up north. They don't know nothing.
I'm just thinking now, I probably wouldn't know nothing back then either, but I'm just thinking now. Oh. You're right, money won't nothing back in the day, but now, Monday.
I'm telling you, we were kids and that was our own money we loaded up with.
Right. It was the good old days. Oh,
yeah.
Come back.
They could call me old head all they want. I had the best time.
Me too.
Shoot. I can't imagine just growing up with just social media in my face. I understand, like, they don't know any better, but damn. They don't even know, right? Getting a bath, getting ready to watch your 8 o'clock special. Running home from school to catch the after school special. They go outside with your friends, smoke grass out the lawn, act like y'all smoke. You know, like, hide and go seek in the neighborhood. They don't do none of that.
Oh no. Strictly if they're internet. The door closed. That's it.
They can't write cursive.
No. No.
They can't read it either.
No, you're so true. And that was a mandatory back in that day. We had to learn how to write.
Yeah. You don't have to. They took cursive out of school. My son told me that.
Yeah, but my daughter, I had to teach her her name and stuff.
They don't write good.
I said, yeah. I said, y'all don't even know. They don't teach them.
Shame.
They did some other kind of math. I said, this is the math I know. So much. You're doing it this way. I said, okay.
I never liked math. Me either. They did a passion. I know how to tell time. I know how to count money. They don't even know how to tell time. Unless it's digital, right? Sorry if there's any Gen Zers and up on here. But yeah, if you're not a Gen X, I don't know what to tell you. Know that here I go with the bull crap. I was like, she again, so she don't know. She don't know, but she gonna learn. Right, I know gonna learn today. I said, what 30 what? We have to do it 1 minute before. I know it'd be early next time. I didn't know, but I was confused. I didn't know what to do after I was all like.
You're gonna lift them up in the middle, right? Lift them up.
Crunchies, girl.
Oh, you know.
I'll do them high.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't gonna do it too old school. This.
Right.
Not too old school.
Right.
Stephen's next step is to create flyers and post them all over the news.
Today's National Caesar Salad Day.
Where?
In America. Favorite salad.
I love the Olive Garden dressing. I love the Olive Garden dressing.
The Italian one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just tearing that salad up by the time the food come. I can't eat it.
Right? Everything's so nice and fresh. Oh, yes.
All right, we're down to the nitty gritty. It's all the hair you have. The more hair you have, the longer it takes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not even with the braiding, but with the gluing, the more hair that your own hair on your head, the longer it takes to get a picture for me. Because I'm sure somebody will be on here, But, yeah. So it don't come off bumpy, you want it nice and to the shape of your heads.
Right.
So you like really know what you're doing when you're doing somebody with a lot of hair. my own breakfast. I really do.
You're disappointed. Yeah.
Too hungry to be disappointed right now. There's no good food around here. Now my Lord brought them. Nope. No.
That's why if I get off of work, I want something, I gotta get it before I leave Boston. Right, because
Anywhere you going? Never mind. Yeah, that $10 is going to give me 2 pieces of bacon, 1 egg, and that $10 could buy me a pack of bacon. I already got bread. I already got egg. Bacon's already $8 for a whole pack. I can eat that bacon all week for breakfast. You know? I'll go get it when I'm done. I have to budget my money. I don't just, not because I make money and then I just have to be like, oh, I got to do it for $10 on this sandwich. No, it's going to be nasty. I don't want it. Now it's being offered to me if someone were to be a black place, that's different. Oh boy. cash.
What?
What you talking about? Send me what? Everything is online. You don't need to know that I'm fucking buying this or that, this or paying this or that. I'm not gonna use cash, I'm gonna use it. They do not need to be knowing my business. What bill I'm paying, who I'm selling to, who's selling to me, like, no. They just want to know your business. Yeah. I go take out a good amount of money out my bank account the other day. This bitch, excuse my language, gonna ask me what I'm using my money for. I said, excuse me? I'm using it for my use. What I want to use it for. Exactly. I'm like, what? Crazy work.
If it's Bank of America, yes, they are like that.
And then, no, I don't have Bank of America. And then that's the worst thing to have. And then on top of that, they sent my statement, my paper statement. When I saw it, I almost threw up. Everything I bought was on the
this list.
Every store, every item, everything was on the. I was like, these people know when I'm on the ride.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's why I said cash. Cash. You don't watch old Ripley's Believe It or Not and all these old documentaries and informational stories about people dying and leaving their house, and when they empty their house, there's boxes of money everywhere. Right. People don't put their money in no smart. The bank is a setup.
Yeah.
Oh, so what do you need? What do you mean? Well, I need my own money. Didn't I put this money in here? Did you? No, it's disgusting. And then every time I want my payment from anything, even anybody, no, give me cash. No, but it's easy. Yeah, the easiest stuff always F's you over. Right. Shortcut, no good. You ever saw that?
You're right.
Like, they will never learn. Well, they jacked up anyway.
I was just mad with my job when they said, oh, we got to go online. I said, I can't stay paper, but you can't stay paper. But some people still stay paper. Like, I wish I would have known that.
You can't do what they said?
You know, your paper, keep your paper check. The people still get paper check. They said, no, we avoid.
What do you mean paper check? Oh, a paper check. Yeah.
People still get, they told me I couldn't get it. They like,
why?
I don't know. But
so they want to direct deposit you.
Yeah.
What if you didn't have a bank account? What if you don't believe in big accounts and what do you call it? Big companies or whatever.
And it's still people getting their paper check. I said, I wish I would have known. They try to make me feel like I had to go get it. I didn't know.
They say you can't get it. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, so
if people are still getting it, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I didn't know after the fact.
I mean, Amazon and YouTube pay you, paycheck pay you. Right. So it's still out there. You still can get paid from. Yeah. They're just trying to rule people's life too much, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's the worst thing. You got to come out with that chip in your hand. I don't want to be ready to
The what?
The chip in your hand.
Whose hand? Oh, they've been had that from years ago, but people are going to start actually inserting it. I would never do that. I don't have to starve to death before I get the mark of the beast.
You have the mark of the beast, correct? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to die out here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, mark of the beast.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
That's why everybody that took that joke.
Where they COVID shot.
Oh, no, listen. Can't say it out loud. Right? Everybody took a joke. I'm sorry for that. They were telling people they can't work if they didn't take it.
Yep, that was I was one of them.
That's why I'll be a trades girl for the rest of my life. Trade. Teach me how to do plumbing. I'll do that too. Shit. It's scary how they know all your business.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
The journey is out maybe 2 hours.
I'll be one of them people when I'm old. My day finally come.
But I still like the the money orders. You can do your bills online. I still do my money orders.
They be wanting so much money. They kind of jack you up with the money order a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Because when it's time to cash it, it's a lot of money to cash it.
Like
They take out a lot. I don't like that. And I think, do money orders expire?
I don't know, but I just pay it for my do it for my light bill and stuff like that.
Closing it up now. The worst is over. Time for the fun parts. Well, I'm gonna need a 5. I've been working straight for almost 3 hours. Crazy. It doesn't seem like it, right? Or does it seem like it to you? And not to me.
No, I'm just happy I'm in the chair.
I am done. She said she's just happy she in the chair, y'all. Alrighty. These nails are sharp too, girl. Get your turn that AC
That's
out.
some real alcohol. I haven't smelled that kind of alcohol in a long time.
Oh yeah, that's a high one.
Ooh, yeah.
It's burning you?
No, I'm saying I haven't smelled that. But that one day they giving me is what?
70?
50. I got a 50%.
Oh,
I can't find.
Oh, this is 91.
Wow. That's a real back in it. Ooh, yeah.
I be wanting to dilute it. Like when it gets to this level, I put water in it.
No, but it's like, ooh,
Yeah, it smells good,
yeah.
right? Wake up, passed out, drunk person up.
That's the real stuff right there.
All right. Woo. We did make that forehead smaller, girl. It is. I'm just going to straighten up a little bit, pick up some of the hair, get the area back situated, and then we can get you back. Let me cut the cap off. turning that AC off. It's cold. Cold.
I'm not hot. I feel good.
All right, let me turn it down just a little. Got my bones whacked. Cronk.
Life is good. That was our general vibe.
To friends and neighbors, the Whitakers seem to have it all. A happy family where 19-year-old Kevin looks up to his 23-year-old brother, Art.
Ooh. Well, we're done gluing. Yes, ma'am.
The guy was smart, very engaging. Mark was a little bit more quiet. You didn't know necessarily what he was thinking like you did.
We're done gluing, so now we're gonna
Kent Whitaker is the co-owner of a
prep it up. Let me take these off my feet because I don't want no hair to get onto them.
He can provide his family with everything they might want.
Oh, wait a minute. See, I'm getting ready to do the most. When I sit down, I'm doing straight up. All right, so you can put the rest of your hair back into the in your bag. I like that you have a hair bag. I tell all them girlies to bring a hair bag and put their extra hair in so they can save themselves some money. Right. Okay. I was trying to steal your comb.
I just stole it from my daughter.
2003.
All
Ken and Tricia plan a special night out at the Defendants to celebrate Art's graduation from Sam Houston State University. At dinner,
You can sit right there. You don't have to move.
$4,000 Rolex watch as a graduation gift.
You know what a Rolex costs? And he bought a Rolex as a graduation. That's not an everyday thing.
Kent is a proud dad and takes photos so they'll have a permanent record of Art's achievement.
I see.
Me, I ain't going nobody cook out. I'm just going to pull up, get my food. I hope she ain't listening. I'm just going to pull up, get my food, be like, oh yeah.
It's too hot anyway. It's too
Let
hot.
me walk out to the front. I'm just go. Right back. Come relax and eat my damn food.
Someone just shot another. He shot them. We don't know.
I was there. When they got it. It's real. And I can't.
All right, this is the chill that we'll be using.
I was sitting on the computer.
Good old faithful Miss Pro and Pro style.
I get about midway down our sidewalk and see
Ready?
laid upon his back.
And we got our rat tail comb, and we need an all-purpose comb.
Saying, Brandon, you've been shot.
And we can get started. Nice all-purpose comb, nice rat tail comb.
Brandon's father, Cliff Stanley, rushes to the house
Sit back.
and discovers that Kent Whitaker has been shot in the chest.
My dad runs out and starts rendering multiple trips back and forth in the house, just doing what we can. It felt awful. It was gruesome. It was a horror movie.
Rough cut, rough chop back here.
While police race to the scene, another 911 call comes from inside the Whitaker home. It's Bart Whitaker.
Where's your wig? You know, I have my toilet. I can't, okay, who else has been shot in the house with
What do you say? He can't lose. Oh, he can't feel it. I thought he said I can lose my arm.
I need to get him on, but I've got help on the way, okay? Do you know who shot you? No. That is her. Okay, when he left, Bart, did he leave out the back door? Yeah, I think so that way.
When I arrived on scene, it was very chaotic. There was ambulances, there were multiple police cars, fire trucks, helicopter.
When detectives arrive at the Whitaker home, they find Kent Whitaker hanging on to life.
EMS personnel had went in, they had taken vitals for Kevin Whitaker, and he was pronounced deceased. Patricia Whitaker was flown by helicopter to a Houston hospital, and we were told she died en route to the hospital. Bart Whitaker had been shot. He was being medically treated by EMS. 2 people were shot, another 2 people were dead. So we knew within the first hour that it was a double murder.
Kent Whitaker and his son Bart are rushed to a nearby hospital. Detectives quickly arrive to get a statement from Bart, since he is the only one conscious. Bart tells them that the family had just arrived home from their celebratory dinner when he realized he forgot something.
Bart Whitaker reported that he had actually walked out to his truck to retrieve a cell phone, but when the rest of the family was entering the house, there was a guy that was inside that house, so he heard the gunshots. Bart reported he had chased the shooter through the home and out the back of the house, and he had actually been shot by the offender. We had several home invasion robberies. So the thought initially was, are they connected? Was this just a home invasion that went bad?
But something doesn't quite add up.
Probably the biggest thing that stuck out to us was every drawer in the rooms were pulled out exactly even with each other.
So this burglar, basically, like, purposely, I'm gonna pull out every drawer about this, so it'll make it look like I was trying to look for stuff. But you weren't looking for anything, you were just pulling out drawers. The officers really knew that.
To the investigators, the scene seems to have the hallmarks of a staged burglary. Nothing appears to have been stolen.
There were electronics, there were computers, there was TVs. There was a Rolex watch that was found. There didn't appear to be anything taken. So things didn't add up exactly to being some type of burglary.
Burglars come in and leave within minutes. They smash everything they can, pick up everything in 3 minutes. That's what happens. They don't sit there and wait for people to come home, walk into the front door and shoot them. It just doesn't happen.
While investigators try to make sense of why the Whitakers were gunned down, they realize they have another pressing matter in front of them.
We had a vague description of a dark figure that ran up through the back of the house. And now this person is loose in the neighborhood. So are they on foot? Did they get picked up by a car? Did they drive a car there and now they've driven away? Or are they hiding in someone's backyard and they've already shot 4 people? The public's in danger, and we were in a very tough spot. Where is he? Or where could he be?
Police try to unravel a bewildering attack.
I called an offer, but I don't even know where I would stay. It just smelled wrong.
And discover details of an inconceivable plot.
It was at the police station late one night, and there was a knock on the back door.
Jimmy, I did the shoot.
Who did the shooting?
All the puzzle pieces just immediately connected and realizing, gosh, the worst possible explanation for this is true.
Low and slow. Big Y. Nicely done.
You okay? I got only a little. See that brand new Hyundai Tucson? I only paid. Huh.
Enjoy your car. Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. Get 0% APR, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on select models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
The country food today.
Nice hot.
$12.
It cost me a lot more than that.
Shop second-hand festival favorites on Depop for less than retail.
Sugar Land, Texas begin investigating the shooting at the Whitaker home. News travels fast in the tight-knit community.
I got a call from a friend. He's like, hey, there's been an incident, there's been a shooting. It was Kevin who had passed away, and Trisha had passed away as well. It was the most horrendous thing possible. And so at that moment, there's so much happening, you can't reconcile anything. You can't process, you can't grieve, it's just all hell's broken loose. December 10th, 2003 was a day that is burned in my memory.
I don't feel like I ever did process it. I just kind of did what I had to do and kept moving
You
forward.
good? Did you want to use the bathroom or anything?
It was just
Okay,
shocking.
good. All right.
Sugarland is incredibly safe. It's the kind of place where
That lot of body makes it dry really fast.
they definitely made me more aware.
You was glad to have the quick weave already on you. You would leave with it just like that.
You know, the first question is, what happened? What went down? And then why?
Yeah, and when I'll do a short tapered cut for you is when you really go get your hair braided down and you get that nice, right, even though it's nice
As
now,
they
but
search
you
through the
know.
house, they find a weapon.
I am
and
not the
4
best
gunshot
braider.
casings.
There was a gun that was found in the kitchen area.
And that's how I started out doing hair braiding. I
Which
just
is
don't
odd.
like it. Like it
It's
yeah.
probably a murder weapon. Usually we don't find that the offender leaves the murder weapon on scene. But it was an advantage for us, because now we have the possibility maybe for fingerprints, for DNA, for other types of evidence that could be recovered from this gun. In one of the upstairs rooms, nothing in that room appeared to be touched at all, except for it was a small gun safe. It had been pried open. You could see pry marks around the frame. It was empty.
The gun safe was a small little box, maybe a foot by foot.
Oh, yeah. Little firmer, no bobblehead, no
Whoever
bobblehead.
did this knew what to look for and knew what was in the safe.
The discovery leads the investigators to question how familiar the killer was with the Whitaker family and their home.
It was odd that someone had targeted this small gun safe out of this whole big house. Why weren't the computers disturbed? Why weren't the TVs taken? It just didn't make sense. So our job was to try to find out how many people were involved with this.
Most people are killed by people who know them. 78, 80%. It's very strange that a stranger and a stranger. It just doesn't occur that much.
Damn. It's terrible. You gotta watch out for the people around you.
3 days after the murders, police are still scouring the evidence for leads on a motive or suspect. When Bart Whitaker
Y'all know I
was
did.
discharged from the hospital, his father Kent is still in intensive care.
He will. And comes with a lammy
Despite
face.
the trauma he's just endured, Bart agrees to assist detectives by returning home to
Yeah.
the investigators hope he can remember something.
Terrible, terrible, terrible people out there, child.
7:54 p.m. Officer DuBose is going to be playing part of the suspect, and I'll turn it over to Bart for just the rest of the interview.
We went through the crime, trying to figure out exactly what happened.
I was here when I was calling 911. I didn't call 911.
Okay.
Going out around the shop.
Family members.
I already know.
They give strangers, people outsiders the permission to do what they do because the family that's the worst. Yeah. They give people outsiders permission. Exactly. Yeah. Y'all got that?
Did you see him in the back? Okay.
No, he's.
They had it read off the seat.
All right, give me 3 minutes and I'll come wake you up, all right? Okay, take your time.
Like you're standing here or something like that.
Next time I'll have
Remember, it was this
some
way,
type of feast.
this way.
Oh, no, you fine. Okay.
Did you see
Some shrimp cocktails. No, you fine, honey. Some hold the champagne.
make contact with the
I
suspect?
guess I'm just happy I'm in the chair. Thank you so much. Let me get someone to do it.
I got you.
He was very vague about things you think he would remember.
I have no more bottled waters, they're all
At
gone.
that point, we had no leads. We had just a family of 4 that had been shot, 2 that were deceased.
They came home at the wrong time, in the wrong place. That's the story that you typically hear, right? That's the initial reaction.
2 seconds.
It's just incredibly unfortunate, right? How does this even occur in Sugarland?
Detectives investigating the murders of Tricia Whitaker and her son Kevin in Sugarland, Texas, believe their killer was familiar with the Whitaker home and may not have been trying to rob them.
So we started doing a background on the family. The domestic relationship between Mr. and Mrs. Whitaker was nothing but perfect that we could find out. And every friend or family that we had interviewed said they had a great relationship.
Detectives turned their focus on the Whitaker's murdered son, 19-year-old Kevin.
Was he targeted for some reason? Was he involved in something that he shouldn't have been? But we had no criminal history. As we were interviewing friends and family members, Kevin seemed to be a good kid, and he was a tragic victim.
Detectives also take a closer look at the other Whitaker son, 23-year-old Bart, who was wounded in the attack and is their primary witness. It was his graduation from college that was being celebrated shortly before the murders.
Bart was supposed
All
to
right, I think I'm gonna do a
graduate
separate, this has been going for 2 hours. I'm gonna do a separate video for the finger waves. We're about to start the finger waves. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see y'all in the video that's coming right back up in about maybe 5 minutes. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe. Mwah. See you in the next one. Bye.
He was lying about going to school for